scariest part. All right, it's another edition of the Way Out Here podcast presented by the Washed Up Network. And we're a weekly pod, but we're excited to bring you another episode. We're almost to episode 100. We've got like 10 more until we're there. It's crazy. And our 1 year anniversary is coming up in like a month as well. So how
like
crazy
2 weeks,
is that?
isn't it?
Yeah. A couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We started, I think the first pod was June 1st.
It was a weekend. We did it after like a Memorial weekend, I think, or something like that. Yeah, it was Memorial weekend because we talked about like our favorite things to do over Memorial weekend. And I think I was talking about drinking and barbecuing or something.
Yeah, something stupid.
Yeah,
Taylor.
Back at it again.
Whack.
Freaking.
Now Taylor has 15 weekends all booked up in a row here. So
Taylor.
That's what I do.
No barbecuing for Taylor, just straight up busy every weekend.
Yep. Yep.
Overbooked plans every weekend.
God forbid he uses an actual damn calendar.
I don't know how to use it. I can barely read, bro. How do you want me to do? It's life.
Dumbass.
Look around, bro.
Dumbass.
Look at life.
Look at life. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person, man.
Some things will never change.
Yeah, I know. That's all good.
Hey, I appreciate that. But yeah, calendars do have numbers on it, so they're not super hard to read, but you can do it. And hey, you can put it in your phone. I will say I'm not a big like calendar guy.
But you can literally, okay, here's the thing though. You literally can just be like, hey Siri, add this to my calendar. You don't need cancel. Siri, cancel.
Dude, Siri sucks.
Thank you.
Right? She doesn't know
But you literally
what
can
she's
tell
doing.
her to add it to your calendar and she'll add it to it. So
honestly,
you don't even have to read.
I
You
don't
just
know.
speak.
I don't know if it's just me, but maybe I just mumble too much. But Siri never does what I want it to do, and I get like the text to speech. Like you guys, like you ever do that?
I feel like text to
driving?
speech is a little different than Siri.
Maybe, but like when I do the text to speech, I do it, while you're driving because you're like, oh, this will be safer.
Oh, you don't text and drive?
Well,
wow.
I'll say it, and then I put the phone up in front of my face as I'm driving, and I'm like, that's not what I meant, and I just text it anyway. So I'm like,
just back it out and then text it.
Literally just wasted
Way
about
safer.
30 seconds, but whatever. We'll get
because
there.
half the text is just complete gibberish.
Yeah,
you have no idea what you're saying. Yeah, I also don't have a calendar. I just have a wife, so I don't have to.
Okay, Clayton, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't. I'm just saying I don't have to remember anything. Literally anything. It's just like if you think I'm in control of my life, you're sorely mistaken.
But I feel like
I'm
in
the
Hannah's always kind of been like that though too.
I'm in the passenger seat for sure.
Yeah.
No, like it. I joke about this, but for real, like she's so organized. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I feel like she's always been like that though.
Yeah, she's always like 5 minutes early to everything. It's pretty annoying.
I feel
coming
like that's
from a
not
family
really being organized, but
coming from a family who is like consistently an hour late to just simply everything. Yeah, 5 minutes early is a big change. Like it's
true.
Yeah. It feels great. I'll say it. It feels great.
I mean, at least you're not overbooking your appointments like Taylor, you know.
I know.
It's just a lose-lose for you, buddy.
I'm not gonna argue because I know what I do. It's all good.
I feel like it happens to everybody, but for Taylor, it's every time.
Yeah, it's all the time.
Yeah. Every time, all the time.
The problem too is like summer gets busy. Summer naturally, like I figured this out a long time ago. Spokane has a very short window of nice weather, right?
True.
So
Yeah,
everybody's trying to do something in such a condensed period of time.
Yeah.
The problem is like 7-8 months out of the year, we don't have that great of weather. So nobody's doing shit.
Well, I wouldn't say we don't have like that great of weather. I would say it's more unpredictable.
Sure. So you can't plan things out.
Because like our weather's pretty good. Like right now, dude, 65, 70, like, money.
Yeah,
but it's just not predictable.
I cherish these like 2-3 weeks
or
where it's not like hot as balls. It's not like 105 outside and you're dying, but it's also not like 30 degrees. I cherish these couple of weeks in May and couple of weeks in September where you have like that little it's like the summer fringe. We'll call it that.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My gauge on when the weather's gonna suck is like when you
is that little window.
Like it's always super cold in the mornings, and then there's only like a 2-3 month stretch where you get up at like 7-8 in the morning and it's like good weather, like short weather. You're like,
that's,
all right,
that's fair.
It's gonna be a good day. But then there's like that one day you wake up after it and it's like 30 degrees in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, today's gonna suck. Now the weather's done. Like now it's up, down, and everywhere in between.
Exactly, dude. Like this last week. So what we had Friday was like high 70s. Saturday, low 80s. Sunday, low 80s. Yesterday, high 70s.
Yeah.
Today, mid 60s.
Yeah,
like
65.
Just the drop off is
going
so
the wrong
drastic.
direction.
Yeah, it's like the only. Never mind. I was gonna say something dirty there, but the only thing that should be going down is me. But okay,
that's just an advertisement. That's not even just we're not gonna bleep that out. That's just a full on paid ad by Matt right there.
Wait, you're paying me for this?
No, you paid us to say that segment in here.
Sure, I did.
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
Also that it's like the weather is turning when you put on flip flops in the morning to take like your dog out or something, and it's too cold to do that, and you're like, damn.
Yep.
I feel like my perfect weather, like time of year, is shorts and sweatshirts.
Yeah.
To me, that is like my ideal year-round weather. Shorts and sweatshirts, like warm enough to where you could get away with like a t-shirt or a long sleeve t-shirt, but perfect enough for like just a sweatshirt and shorts.
Yep, it's like super acceptable to wear the shorts and the sweatshirt,
and then pouring down rain. Yep. Your diary.
We'll cross out the rain part just for Matt, but yeah, I mean, I'm okay with a little drizzle. It can't last all day though, Matt. I know you can be in the pouring rain for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hook it to my veins, dude. Shove a needle so far down there.
Speaking of rain, Mackenzie and Colton's wedding is coming up. So shout out to the Westcotts on Saturday. The forecast, I'm bringing this up because the forecast was rain for like the past month, right? It was supposed to rain on Saturday. Knock on wood, but the weather is turning and it is not supposed to be raining on Saturday.
First off, I can't believe you even brought that up.
Dude, I mean, we've been like literally talking about it, sending lots of prayers everybody's way for the past like month because they've been just worried because they live in Alaska. So like naturally they're not in tune with the Washington weather. So they're just scrolling and refreshing their weather app every single hour.
Yeah, that's just a gamble. That you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's tough. So, but the good thing is it's not supposed to be raining during their wedding, which is great. So knock on wood that it stays that way. But the forecast like 3 weeks ago was 100% chance of rain on Friday, 100% chance of rain on Saturday, 100% chance of rain on Sunday. And we were like, oh, this is going to be like unavoidable.
Okay.
Like,
as of right now, Saturday is supposed to be a little cloudy, 66, high of 66.
See, that's perfect weather. Like,
yeah, honestly, dude, that's like my go-to
because everybody's going to be wearing like formal stuff, like semi-formal stuff. So you're going to be wearing a nice shirt, like casual, like pants. So that weather is perfect for it. You don't want like the 100-degree in the middle of the sun. Everybody's wearing suits. Like that sucks.
Kind of like what you did.
It wasn't that hot on that day. It was only like
it was pretty freaking hot, dude.
It was good, man. It was 78 degrees on our wedding day.
Was it?
Yeah,
you got married in June?
Yeah, it was June 29th.
June 29th. Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, it had the
How could you?
Yeah, you really put me on the spot there. So
whoa,
appreciate that.
You're welcome, Hannah. You got a good man.
Yeah, it wasn't that hot, but it potentially could have been hot. Like that would have sucked.
Yeah, for real. Like end of June, like beginning July, it could have been wicked hot.
Yeah, I feel like July weddings are for sure. Like you're just July and like beginning of August weddings. You're really.
Why would you even schedule one like then? To be honest, like
we're just alienating all the people that had weddings on those days. I know it's enticing though because it's going to be good weather. That's the thing. Is like
but it's
better
hot.
than I'd rather it be too hot than schedule one in the middle of December.
True. I wouldn't. Hell no.
No.
You would rather have a snow wedding?
I want it to be pouring down rain.
Why do you want rain, like a Nickelback music video type wedding, bro?
Because I want to wear a white. I want to wear a white t-shirt.
A Dear John wedding.
Set the mood.
So you're gonna have a wet t-shirt contest at your wedding,
and I'm winning. Absolutely. Have you seen these knockers?
Let's go.
Triple D's, baby.
Your bride is just pissed. She's soaked. Matt's like, this is the best day ever.
Fun fact: I'm never getting married now. So Great job, Matt, you dumbass.
That was a paid advertisement for us, not you. No,
it's okay.
Okay, well, first topic I had today. We're racking through Clayton's brain. I saw this article over the weekend. The Golden Gate Bridge. They were fixing the Golden Gate Bridge, and unfortunately, the way that they built it, no, even funnier, it didn't break. But when it's windy,
so it'd be funny if it broke.
Kind of, but it's make for a good movie. It's been in movies like breaking, so people have thought about that.
Oh yeah, that's not true.
Just me. The way that they built it, if there is more than a 15-mile-an-hour wind by the bridge, which happens all the time, the Bay Area is very windy.
I was gonna say it's the Bay Area.
There's this loud screech that comes off the bridge because of how it's built. It's kind of like whistling, like it whistles through the bridge, and it's so loud. There's been noise complaints because the bridge is like interrupting jobs, interrupting work. People that are on the phones can't hear because
it's that loud.
It's that loud coming off the bridge. What? So I spent like a good hour looking through people's videos that they post on YouTube of how loud the Golden Gate Bridge is right now, because they made like safety precautions for like these sidewalks, and apparently the architecture of the sidewalks and the architecture of the side of the Golden Gate Bridge causes this loud noise whenever there's like wind coming through. So
do people actually walk over the Golden Gate Bridge?
Apparently, because there was a lot of videos.
That's psychotic.
Yeah, that's not great.
What? Why?
I just jump off the side of it.
I think this is
ocean.
We have woe facts later.
Just take the wheel.
This is not part of my woe facts, but Golden Gate Bridge has to be one of the like #1 suicidal locations. And
okay, downer. All right, let's talk about
definitely not an upper.
Only way to go there.
Oh my gosh, dude.
God,
What is going?
Thank you.
Oh, this is so bad.
I'm here all week.
I'm definitely not going to fact check that, but it can't be great.
Bro, it's a mile wide.
So is this ass. Wait, wide?
It says Golden Gate.
You mean long?
No. The Golden.
Because I'm pretty sure it's only like a total of 6 lanes of traffic.
No,
it's not a mile.
There's no way.
I've been on the Golden Gate Bridge.
It says
they probably mean lengthwise. Like
has to be, because it says Golden Gate Bridge is a suspension bridge spanning the Golden Gate, the 1 mile wide.
Oh, that's how I got the name.
Straight connection.
Yeah, it's probably wide.
The way that you look at it, it could be wide. If you're just looking at it straight on, you're like.
Have you guys ever been or driven over it? It?
I have.
I have. Yeah, me too. It was a long time ago though.
No.
I was like 20. No, not 20. It was probably like 2006. It was when we drove my brother down to college in Redding, California. We went through like the redwoods and stuff like that.
That's super cool. Yeah, I've done the redwoods. I was little too, but the redwoods are.
I'd love to go back, honestly.
I would love to go too. Yeah, I think our California trip with just us guys, it's going to be really fun. Like it's going to be an adventure. Now that we're not going to the PGA Tour, which sucks, the US Open. It's still going to be a super cool adventure for us.
I'm pumped. If I don't come back with I'm going to be pissed.
We're setting the bar very low. Very low.
My middle name is Low, so my last name is Standards.
Matt Low Doyle.
At Low Standards Doyle.
Real low.
Or Matt low. Zero Standards. There we go. I like Matt Zero Standards.
Matt O. That's actually
you won't get no when you get with Matt O.
Oh.
It's actually pretty sad. So
okay.
Yeah, you guys keep laughing, but like I'm not very.
But for real, like that's kind of like
Matt's out here just living it.
Another thing I was thinking about this weekend, people were arguing about credit scores on Twitter, and I realized I understand credit to a point, but I really don't get who made this shit up.
Oh, that's such
I would agree with you there. Like I get it to an extent. Like when you go, like I have that Mint, which is powered by like Intuit or whatever, and it tracks all that stuff, and it shows you like what factors into a credit score.
Yeah.
And like, and I look at all my factors, I'm like, at this rate, I should have 1,000 credit score.
Right. Like I should be doing really well. Like I have 100% on time.
Like payments, 0 derogatory marks, never missed a payment. Like, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Zero derogatory remarks. You made 100% of payments. Your credit card utilization, it isn't like that high. But it's crazy. Like even checking your credit score, they're like, if you check it, you get
-10.
Yeah. You're like, what? How does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, you paid a credit card off? Oh, now.
Yeah, for real. You paid a credit card off? Oh, you lose credit. Your score is going to go down.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. So I was thinking of all of the weirdos that got in a room and were like, this is how we're going to measure somebody's success in this world. Credit scores. Here's how we're going to do it. And it's just a bunch of factors that make no sense to me. Like, do you pay your credit card on time?
I've never missed a payment.
Yeah. That should be like,
I mean, I feel like there should have like, I feel like the credit usage is pretty important. So you're not using all of it.
But think about it. If you use it a ton and you make 100% on time payments, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. But you think about it. If you use 100% of your credit and let's say your credit card payment is your limit is $10,000 and it's your credit usage for that one credit card is 100%.
Dude,
you're not making a $10,000 credit card payment. A lot of times, most people probably make the minimum or over minimum. So it's like
those people need to mind the business, because if you're making on-time payments, who cares what you spend? Well, it's when like I can see how that eventually could affect your credit score because you can't make an on-time payment because
but you're still making on-time payments. But
the credit companies just need to mind the business because you're making on-time
payments. That's how they make all the money. That's how they make all their money.
Well, credit cards in general, it's kind of a scam.
Dude, the original.
Oh yeah, the cards in general are a scam.
Originally, credit scores. This is how they used to factor it. They would do payment history, word of mouth, and home visits.
And what visits?
Wait, I love that.
Like home visits. So basically, they would base your credit score, like if they were going to give you a line of credit off of if you made payments like on time, which
makes sense.
Is understandable. Okay. Yeah. Word of mouth.
But I feel like that's that's like just credit history now. Like it's the same thing.
It's just
credit history.
That's like job applications where you have to put references for credit. They're like, what are your 3 references? You're like, who cares? Like that doesn't have any indication on how well I'm going to pay.
Sorry, he's broke too. That's why we're both signing up.
My grandma.
Dude, look at like, could you imagine us putting each other as like referral or like?
Oh, I have multiple times.
For credit cards?
Hey,
in my car.
Absolutely. I'll hype you up to be your referral.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd be down for it. But what a ridiculous like sentiment of like,
unless it was a weird.
Hey, their friends say they're good
shit on you.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure
shows up to work, man. I don't even know why you would hire.
You definitely should not give him his house. This guy sucks.
He's definitely not going to pay you. Not even the first payment.
I'm surprised he has any down. He's a loser.
It's all going to be late, dude. You're never recouping that money.
How high of a credit limit did you give him? Like 10 G's? Oof, man.
Dumbass.
Wow.
How much copper is in the house?
Have you checked out his crypto portfolio? I wouldn't do that.
Probably just stripping all the metal.
Look at his DoorDash history. Look at this. All right.
Big factor.
This guy's spending $300 a week on pizzas, man. Like,
absolutely.
That should factor into your credit score.
Yeah.
How much is DoorDash?
Just your Uber Eats deliveries. Just like
honestly, it's not a bad idea.
He doesn't use money very well. Like he's ordering food delivery every other day.
Dude, like I said, like multiple podcasts, like last year, I single-handedly kept zips open over COVID. 100%.
I'm so happy you did because I
love that. Hey, support local. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, speaking of supporting local, kind of, Hannah and I applied as kind of a joke, but we'll see how it goes. We'll keep you updated on the pod. We applied to be franchisees for Chick-fil-A. So we'll see how it goes, but we're trying to bring another franchise.
Are you gonna
need a reference? You can put me down.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We kind of did it as a joke, but I just want to see the process. We'll see. We'll see if we pass the preliminary application.
Can you imagine?
Seriously,
that'd be sweet.
I'd probably just have I'd probably build like an apartment on top of the Chick-fil-A, so I never have to leave. But
just have like a little studio apartment in the.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a problem. I love Chick-fil-A, but the reason why we applied for it is because the Chick-fil-A owners like make a ton of money.
Yeah.
So would you be a Chick-fil-A owner then?
Yeah, you would. You would be a franchisee. Cool. It's like all the McDonald's or all the Subways.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you wouldn't have to work in.
Technically, they want you to run it, so they do want you to like own and operate it. Yeah. Eventually, I can see it being like if you have managers, like you're not going to go in a ton. It's not like the owner of Subway is like in Subway, like making.
Jared didn't go into Subway. Are you kidding me?
We don't talk about Jared anymore.
Oh, that's right. He's a
he's a kid diddler.
Yeah, he's the big P.
Hashtag me. Never mind.
No, I think that guy's in jail for like a while.
Yeah, no, he is for sure. Good.
I went down 3 pant sizes eating at Subway. I don't think it was that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
There's so many jokes. I have to move on.
How about that weather?
Honestly, the next
how about that ride in?
The next thing I have for you guys, obviously there's been some unrest in the Middle East in the past couple of weeks, but it made me think about it made me pose this question. I want you guys, your guys' take. Do you guys think that there will ever be a war on U.S. soil? Because right now the Palestinians are going to war and there's a ton of unrest. Spain right now is like going crazy. There's a ton of unrest in the Middle East. And it made me think, I was like, what if this happened in the United States? Like, and then I thought, man, that's impossible. But that's just like being a arrogant American. Like,
I feel like it's
never happened to
possible.
us. You ever think in our lifetime we'll see something like that?
I mean, I potentially, like, especially like right now with this, like the agenda from both sides to me is just like split everything down in the middle. There's like no middle ground. So instead of like bringing us as a country together, they're just dividing us even more. And that potentially could start. Oh, I mean, I don't think it would at all, but there is that kind of thought in my mind where it could happen. I don't think it's a war that they would win, but you know,
it's hard to say, you know, because you don't know. Like, I think that there's more people that wouldn't start a war than there is people that want it to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
think
there's that many people in the US that want a war in the US.
Yeah, I think there's a bigger platform of people that are going to be like no to both of it. Like they don't want to do any of that. Like they don't want to fight. If man, as far as like a war internally, I don't think it would happen, but
like a civil war?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
If it comes from anywhere, it's probably going to come from within.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think if there is a war over here, it would be because, like, I mean, just like what happened with like 9/11, like they did all that stuff, and what did we do? And same thing with like Pearl Harbor, they bombed, you know, and we forget
20 ships. Yeah, no,
well, no,
we took that out quick.
Back to back.
I don't know.
Champs.
This man, that is such a big old box of crap to open up when you're talking about like
it really is. It just maybe it was. I was just sitting down and I was like, man, like if they can have the problem is it's a religious war in the Middle East that will never be settled. Like they're fighting over holy ground where both sides think that they own it. So there will never be a resolution where they're both okay with it. Like they're not just going to split this holy ground in half and be like, okay, we're good. It's like they want all of it or none of it. And that's kind of what's going on. In the United States, we don't have anything like that where it would be, but the, you know, race relations inside of the United States, the like eat the rich thing that's going on right now. I mean, there's a lot of like class warfare that's already starting to kind of like boil over, but I could never see it getting to the point where the United States couldn't handle it, right? Like the United States government couldn't come in with, you know, the not the Coast Guard, what is the National Guard, and like, you know, show some force and be like, okay, like we got to shut these. Like even the protests, the National Guard came in, and I mean, it was all gravy after that. The rioting that went on, they like let go on. You know, they were like, you know, you can have the whatever, you can have the Target in Minnesota, you can riot around there, and you know the rest of the city.
I feel like if there's like one place where I wouldn't really care if a war happened, I feel like South Dakota.
True.
There's just nothing there, dude. It reminds me of the Middle East.
Nobody's gonna riot in South Dakota.
No, I know, but I'm like, we're talking about war. Like, you know, there's like a middle ground. I feel like if there was a war, it'd be in like South Dakota. There's just nothing there, and like a couple like nukes go off. It's South Dakota. Who cares?
Yeah, if somebody was going to send the United States a message, they just send them to South Dakota.
Yeah, just do that, please. Like, don't. Everywhere else is so much nicer than South Dakota. Honestly, I wish there was 49 states. Like, it's not like either of the Dakotas could go.
South Dakota's not that. North Dakota is just a barren wasteland of cold. That'd be a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like South, North, East, West Dakota, one of the Dakotas.
I
don't really. I
really can't hate on them.
I don't hate them. I just don't really care for them. I just feel like it's such like a pointless, like you look at the Middle East, right? And like a lot of it is like that, just like open land, just literally nothing, just sand, desert. When I think of that, I think of like North Dakota or South Dakota, mainly South Dakota,
which couldn't be like more opposite because it's literally always, it's like never above like 40 degrees in South Dakota.
Yeah.
But okay, but it's point. Super like flat, you know,
being desolate. Like your point is like it's just desolate land.
Yeah.
Regardless of the temperature, it's just desolate. Hot, cold, it doesn't matter. It's like nobody lives there. Is South Dakota the smallest state? Not by land mass, but population?
Let me look. Smallest.
It has to be. Well, it probably isn't because there's like Pennsylvania or like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is huge. What do you mean?
Yeah, Pennsylvania's
Wyoming.
I guess Pennsylvania has
Wyoming is the smallest state.
Really?
Wyoming only has 580,000 people in it.
What?
Wow.
I thought Wyoming was way bigger than that.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's crazy to me.
I did not expect that at all, actually.
Let's see. Weird. So
I said Pennsylvania. I meant Rhode Island. I thought Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, so it goes.
How's there more people in Rhode Island than Wyoming? What the fuck?
So this goes from least to greatest. So least it's Wyoming, Vermont, District of Columbia, Alaska, North Dakota, South Dakota. Exactly. Just freaking wipe them out. Who cares?
They're good at FCS football.
You can't destroy District of Columbia. That's the state. That's Washington, D.C., bro. That's where the White House is at.
District of Columbia is?
Yeah.
What, Matt?
I think you're wrong there, Taylor.
You don't know where the White House is at?
Hold
on.
In
Washington, D.C.
What do you think DC stands for?
Dude, District of Columbia is DC.
Does it actually?
Bro, where do you...
No. Are you serious?
No. Yeah. Where the fuck do you think it's at, bro?
Dude, I thought District of Columbia was like some like Colombian state.
You thought our White House was in Colombia, like South America?
Dude, I like this is a genuine reaction. I honest to God didn't know Washington D.C. was District of Columbia.
No.
But dude, when I think of Columbia, I don't think of Washington D.C.
What do you think the DC stood for before you knew?
Honestly, that's a really good question. I thought it was just like I didn't think it was an acronym for anything. I just thought it was Washington D.C. So it's really District of Columbia is its own state.
It's it's not a state. It's a what the hell is it? It's
a district.
It's
it's like a province kind of.
Province. That's what I was looking for.
Dude, I'm actually so what?
DC is going to be like Washington DC is going to become a state here in the next few years, though. I think that's already almost passed through.
So is Washington DC? Is that in Pennsylvania then, or where is that?
No, it literally is like its own state.
Oh, it's its own.
Yeah,
so there is 51 states.
So it's not a state technically because they wanted the capital, the like federal capital, to be in a place where it didn't have any like state ties. So like Washington so the federal capital is not in like Maine or something like that, and they're not skewed by the Maine politics. They're its own thing.
Oh, so it's in Maryland.
Above Maryland, yes.
No, that's like where Maryland is above Washington D.C.
It's between Virginia and Maryland.
It's between it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
it's, to be honest, it's not that big, so like it's not that surprising. It is super populated though.
Yeah, there's a ton of people there.
I'm just really disappointed in myself.
Man, history is hard, all right?
History is
geography,
hard.
You dumbass.
Well,
both.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, that's actually crazy. I thought whatever, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm kind of pissed right now, to be honest.
It is confusing because it is.
Dude, I actually thought it was like, I thought it was kind of like Mexico, like New Mexico. It was like kind of like off, like on, like I seriously thought it was kind of like in between Canada in like the US. Like I didn't think it was actually in the US.
I'm going to be totally honest. I also thought it was between Canada and the United States. I thought it was up to our northern border, like north of New York, kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I thought.
So it being in, yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah, it's right above Virginia. It's in the middle of, it's
literally in the middle.
It's basically Maryland. Like it is Maryland.
Dude, I honestly thought District of Columbia was like a Mexico kind of thing. Like just
that is funny that you didn't know what DC was though.
Dude, that's wild, bro.
Okay.
That's like a genuine thing too. Like I actually didn't know that. Like that's pretty crazy.
I'm not trying to be mean, but
it's okay. I'm 2 drills away from
What do you mean by a Mexico thing? Like where do you think New Mexico's at?
Well, it's obviously like south, but I mean like you know how like there's North America. There's like multiple countries in North America. I thought like District of Columbia was kind of like its own little like country kind of thing.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I like legitimately thought it was like I thought it was kind of like where Clayton said.
Hey man, we learn new things every day on this pod. So
I learned that I'm actually retarded. Yep.
We actually talk a lot about geography, so there's a geographical.
I'm just really baffled still like that.
District of Columbia is
DC, baby.
Yep. DC.
Yeah, like I thought it was like way north, like east. Like I thought it was by
like New York,
way up Canada. No, like I thought it was like
right.
way up Canada. So you know how like Canada like goes over like Quebec is on the far right of Canada.
Oh, so I
thought it was like way up in the corner.
Do you ever see those maps that had like Alaska and Hawaii just south, kind of by Mexico?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you ever, as a little kid, think that Alaska like was south of the United States because of those maps? Because they were trying to fit all the map of the United States, all the states on one map, and so they would move Hawaii and Alaska super close to the United States. So I don't know. By like third grade, I was like, oh shit, like these states are not where it shows on the map. What's going on? Like, why do they keep showing these maps? And that always blew my mind.
Yeah.
Alaska is like so far away.
So far away. It's literally in Canada.
It's basically Russia, actually. It's just a stone's throw from Russia.
Yeah.
I mean, they can see Russia from their house.
Dude, literally Wales, Alaska, I could skip a rock over to Russia. Like it's that close. R.I.P.
Oh yeah, geography. There you go. That's the way out your geography segment.
How far is the Golden Gate Bridge away again? Thinking about making a jump. I'm thinking about making a.
I don't think it's possible anymore. Be honest.
To jump off the bridge?
We didn't finish that conversation for a good reason, but I don't think it's even possible.
Let's circle back.
Jump
Let's circle back.
Jump off the bridge.
Can you jump off?
There's like
how to
rail leads. Like you have to really climb.
How to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm going to show you how to do.
What's going on, Matt?
First and final vlog.
Can you jump off?
While we're waiting for this, do you guys know? I think we might have talked about it in a previous episode, but Shrek turned 20.
Wow,
20 years.
One? It's a little too old for me.
Since Shrek 1.
20 years. Man, that just hurts my soul.
That makes me think of how young we were when we watched Shrek first. Like we were 6 or 7 years old. That's crazy. What a good movie. Shrek, the first Shrek is
timeless
banger.
Dude,
one of the
it's funniest. A 700-foot drop.
Oh, I mean, you're definitely not living after that for sure.
Cool. Somebody lived.
Skipping a jump. Yeah.
There is somebody who lived, yes.
Yeah, back in 2015.
He's a motivational speaker now, actually.
Good for him.
I'd rather just take me on my misery.
I mean, when you jump off the Golden Gate Bridge and you live, that is a definite sign that you should be doing something with your life.
That's fair. Yeah, no, you still can jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. Like there's nothing blocking it. Okay, so let me Google this.
Disclaimer, we are not warranting anybody from.
Don't try this at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Please don't try this at
home. I'm just getting
we do not want you to do this.
I'm just getting the turn-by-turn directions how to get there.
Also, in other news, Ariana Grande, she got married over the weekend. A little small ceremony. I know.
Yeah,
Huge
to
bummer.
who?
Just a small like real estate agent in LA.
Okay, probably if he's a real estate agent in LA, he's making billions of dollars.
He's a very, very wealthy person. But he's young. He's her age, I guess our age. She's like 27, 28.
So is she that old?
She's not younger. She's not younger than us for sure, right?
Yeah, she is.
So weird.
Oh no, she's our age. Yeah, she turns 20. She's 27. She was born June 26, 1993.
Oh, her birthday's coming up.
His name is Dalton Gomez. Wow, you couldn't have picked a worse first name.
He looks like Pete Davidson. I'll say it.
No shit.
He looks like Pete Davidson. He looks like I'll say this. He looks like a put together Pete Davidson.
A wish Pete Davidson. If you ordered Pete Davidson,
type, is what you're saying. Oh yeah, dude. Bad
bitches are my only type.
Yeah. Picture Pete Davidson without like the huge eyes, bugged out, like
on crack.
Yeah.
Gatted.
This is that's Pete Davidson. That's like a church boy together? A church version of Pete Davidson. About a year and a half. He looks like such a normal guy though, I'll be honest. He just looks like some normal Joe Schmo.
He must just be freaking packing, dude. There's no other explanation.
And whenever I think of Ariana Grande, I only can think of Mac Miller, and I get so sad.
Oh, dude.
Do they date?
Oh,
yeah. Yes. They were I believe they were engaged for a while.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Dude, go ahead. No, you're good.
Yeah, she dated Big Sean, then Mac Miller. Then
how do you go from?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. My dad called me today. He goes, "Hey, Mac Miller died." I was like, "Yeah,
Dad, what?
He died. He's a little behind the times, man. Just it is what it is." But he was
"Hey, props to him. I would have loved to not know Mac Miller died for the past like 2 years."
Well, we didn't know Pop Smoke died. We still.
Dude, you know Polo G is only 22.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I learned that today.
Good for him.
Young.
22.
Dude, 22 with all that money. Wow.
Yeah, dude. Ariana Grande was with Mac Miller for 2 years.
Man, R.I.P. Mac Miller. What a stud.
That's crazy.
I miss Mac. Man, that was good. He always had good music too.
He had such good music.
He always came out with good music.
He had good albums too. Like top to bottom, his albums were always super good. Yeah. I always appreciated Mac Miller because some people just throw like garbage in their albums just to fill them up, but he genuinely had good music like top to bottom.
Yeah.
Dude, a few weeks after Mac Miller and Ariana Grande broke up, Grande and Davidson became engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very quick. It was
a weird thing. I remember that. I was messed up.
She was like upset. The thing was, she knew Pete Davidson for a long time because she makes a ton of appearances on SNL.
Yeah.
Because she was a former actress herself. So, and she sings. So like SNL is kind of her thing. So she made a ton of appearances, she liked Pete Davidson a lot from a super young age. So it was quick, but like they knew each other for a long time.
Well, she got like super bad. I remember she got a bunch of backlash too, because when Mac died, I think she was still dating Pete.
Yeah.
And she like put something up about Mac Miller and everybody was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He's such a hooch.
Like, yeah. Also, poor Pete Davidson. Like, how do you deal with that? Like your girlfriend is dealing with like an ex-boyfriend dying. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah. Well,
that's tough. That's man, Ariana Grande has actually been through a whole lot. She had Mac Miller pass away, and she also, do you guys remember she had that concert in, I believe it was somewhere in Europe. She had the concert that somebody opened fire in the middle of her concert and killed like 7 people or something like that. Yeah, she's had. She like, she didn't tour for like a year and a half, even before COVID, because that happened. There was like a mass shooting at one of her concerts. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know where at in Europe, but I believe it was somewhere in England. But yeah, tough go of it for a while. But all right, let's do one whack thing in Whoa Facts here. Who wants to start with one whack thing?
I'll go since mine's kind of like meh.
Oh,
It is
let's
what
start
it
with
is.
the meh.
Yeah.
Man.
Meh. So this happened. This is like actually like a personal story, not like weird personal, but this happened to me like
Poetry.
last weekend. Dear diary. So I pull up in a Starbucks, Starbucks for life. Hell yeah. And this chick in front of me, actually, I didn't know it was a chick at the time. She was like, she pulls up to the ordering screen or whatever and stops and like doesn't do anything. She then keeps pulling forward, like she's lost, doesn't know like where to order. She stops, gets out of her car, and then orders at the speaker. And she's out of her car. And I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe her window doesn't work. But at that point, why wouldn't you just go in and order? So I was really confused. She gets back in the car, goes up to pay, rolls down her window and pays.
Oh my gosh. How do you not know how to use a drive-through? Where are you?
And I'm baffled. This chick is in like a pretty nice like BMW M3 series. Like she definitely has been to Starbucks a couple times. Like,
or any drive-through ever.
I was just baffled. Like I gave her the benefit of the doubt at first because I was really confused when I saw her get out of her car. And I'm like, oh, her window must be broken, like for sure. Or like, it's not working or it's not rolling down. She literally places like this pretty like 2-3 drink order. I was like, okay, whatever. Gets back in her car, whips around. Then I'm like thinking, because I go to this same Starbucks every time. And I'm like, she's not going to have any room to open her door and get out and pay. So I'm baffled. Is she just going to drive off? Like, what's going to happen here? And sure enough, she rolls down her window, hands her card, and pays. And I was just so mind boggled by this.
How young was she?
I'd probably have to say like early 20s.
I feel like I've seen not just like the drive-through, but I've seen like a lot of videos on TikTok about people not knowing how to like use gas pumps.
Oh
and
my
like
God.
not knowing how to like
huge
use
example the past week, people freaking out and stocking up on gas, people putting gas in totes.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the one that they're putting gas in like a
hamper?
Yeah, like
a laundry basket that has holes in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, are you kidding me?
I'm just so confused that there's people that just don't understand basic things like pumping your gas. Like, did you see that one where that girl was pumping her gas and she didn't hit like the stop button and the gas was just like pouring out of the nozzle like onto the ground? She's like, I don't know what to do. It's like, so you filmed a TikTok about it? Are you serious? Like, that's what you're gonna do?
Do you guys also see the one that had the gas pump and she was washing her car?
Oh my goodness,
dude, all over her car. She was washing her windows with gas.
Like, that has to be like, that can't be real.
Right? That's what I think every time I watch some of these videos. It has to
like, somebody can't be that dumb.
I don't know.
I think people also panic.
I feel like I don't have much room to talk. I don't know where the district.
Yeah, the panic.
I think when people, especially in these times where it feels like news articles come out and people just immediately panic, but like drive-throughs, people just literally have so much anxiety nowadays about everything. They just panic. They're like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just going to open my door and order outside. It's like, I don't know, be a normal human, like take a deep breath, roll down the window, order. I don't know.
Take another lap. Just take another lap. It's all good.
Yeah. Refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I people in those situations make me laugh because that is just one example of people just freaking the fuck out. Like,
I just don't
like,
get it. And then I would kind of understand if when she pulled too far forward and I pulled up and she couldn't like reverse it at that point, like she just got out. But like I noticed that she drove past the speaker, so I didn't pull up, and I was just like, it was a solid 5 seconds.
Honey.
I'm like, what's going on here? Like, are they planning a bomb? Am I gonna die here in a Starbucks?
Is this it for me?
Thank God. At least I'm dying happy. Like,
do you guys remember the here's your sign guy?
Yes, Bill.
I feel like he needs to come back. Like, with all of the crazy stuff,
he'd get canceled so fast.
Probably. But man, the here's your sign stuff used to be so funny.
So
I feel
funny.
like that was at some point like education for everybody. Like, do not do these things because here's your sign. Like it was perfect. It was adult education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like geography.
That is, I mean, yeah, that's one whack thing.
I was going to Snapchat it, but I'm like, I got to save this for the podcast. I'm going to ruin it if I don't. And I also I would have felt really bad if I was just recording her.
Yeah, because you want to help, but then you're like, she's too far.
I want to help that bad. Nope.
Yeah,
she was cute, but I was like,
you don't want to be an accomplice to that crime.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, I can't look any more dumb than I already am. So.
All right, Zay, what's your one whack thing?
All right. My whack thing is a Florida woman was arrested for stabbing her sister with an EpiPen. When her sister called 911, reporting that she got attacked by her sister because she went crazy. Her sister claimed that she started stabbing her after they went on a night out so she would not get drunk because she was allergic to drunks. That was her excuse.
What?
So if you're wondering if EpiPens work while you're drunk to sober you up, they don't. They don't.
Weird. It's like they do something else or something.
Yeah, it's like they're for another medical emergency.
Yeah.
Like an actual emergency.
Super weird.
Doesn't it do the opposite? It gets you kind of high, and
it's for EpiPens are like medicine.
It's insulin, isn't it?
Yeah, but you pair a ton of insulin with being intoxicated. It's gonna do the opposite, where you're gonna feel crazy.
I've always thought of EpiPens of basically like a super powerful Benadryl. Like they're just medicine to get you over whatever you're having an allergic reaction to immediately snap.
Yeah, because insulin is what diabetics take on a regular basis because they're trying to put that back into their body.
Yeah.
If you're allergic to something, it's an EpiPen is it's supposed to help the swelling or stuff like that normal allergic reactions have to the body.
Huh. Also to add, none of the medicine was injected into her, so she just got stabbed for no reason with an EpiPen multiple times. Sick.
And that was her sister?
Yeah, that was her sister.
Oh, sweet. They must have a good relationship.
That was a good time.
Used to have one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Matt, that's gonna be a first. Matt's jealous of somebody's sibling stabbing them.
You just wouldn't get it. You just wouldn't understand.
You just don't understand. You don't get it, man.
You don't get it, dude.
You just don't get it.
You don't get it. All right, I'll wrap it up here. My one whack thing. A Maine police chief. He lost his license after faking a report to avoid a meeting. So in Freiburg, Maine, a former Maine police chief wanted to skip out of a public service meeting so badly that it cost him his career. The Law Enforcement Oversight Board has decided to revoke the license of the former police chief after an investigation found Potvin, his last name, who had been chief for 6 years, invented a suspicious persons report so he could ditch a Freiburg Board of Selectmen meeting in February of 2020. So he basically just wrote a fake report to avoid this meeting, and then he got caught.
I wonder how bad that meeting was going to be.
It must have been terrible.
How did they find out it was a fake report?
I don't know. Some
how would they know?
You're doing a report for some guy named Seymour Butts. Are you serious?
Who is Mike Hawk?
They call this fraud. So it's a multi-step fraud that began. He texted one of his officers asking for her to call him out of the meeting. He used the computer in his cruiser to create a false entry in the department dispatch system. And then he drove there in response to a report of a suspicious person.
What? This dude went all out. He was like, I'm definitely not going to that meeting.
Oh, he also entered a employee's license plate number into the a fairground employee's license plate number into the entry. So he went all out. He legit created this report. It's not so he was just doodling on some report. He basically faked somebody was doing something wrong. Huh.
Man.
Yikes.
That's
dude,
that's
that blows. he was a chief for 6 years. Obviously, he's been in law enforcement for a long time.
Yeah.
He just lost his pension just because he's an idiot and created a false report.
Man, I wonder what that meeting was about. That had to have been a bad meeting. No shot.
Probably not the first time he tried to do something like this either.
100%.
He's probably done it multiple times.
Yeah. He knew all the steps to take. He was like, say my first rodeo.
Probably knew where to drive too. He's like, I know this area. I could probably write up a report here.
Dang, dude.
Let's do Whoa Facts. Tay, you want to go first?
Sure. So this day, this is more of like a day in history, but this day in history, 1980 is when Mount St. Helens erupted.
Oh,
that's a good fact.
May 18th.
Is it a volcano in Hawaii or something?
It's a volcano in.
No, just kidding.
Washington.
Oh, is that by the district
DC.
of?
It's by the District of Columbia.
Okay, cool.
Actually,
so it's up in Canada. Weird.
Yeah,
it's by the Maryland.
Dang. So that's 43 years.
41.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, all of our parents always talk about Mount St. Helens.
My parents never once brought up Mount St. Helens.
Really? My mom talks about it.
I don't know if they were here when it happened. I think that's true. I don't know if my parents are actually here when it happened.
I think my mom was living in Montana at that time, but the family's from Seattle. They're from like Gig Harbor. So a lot of them.
Is Mount St. Helens in Washington?
Yeah.
Or is it in
No, it's in
no.
Mount St. Helens is, where is this?
It's in the middle of the state, right?
It's on the west side, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's by, actually, isn't it by Cleveland?
No, it's farther, I think.
It's in the Cascades.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's look it up on a little map ski.
It's by Rainier.
Oh, yeah. Rainier beer.
No, sorry. It's by Mount Adams. So it looks like it's north of Vancouver.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's South Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Southwest Washington.
Yeah.
Man, these like mountain ranges that explode and do stuff like that, kind of like people keep talking about Mount Rainier, how it's like, oh, it's almost time. It's like, what do you mean it's almost time? Like, what does almost time mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of that. Dude, this is so crazy. I'm looking at the fallout distribution map. So 2 inches to 5 inches was approximate 2 to 5 inches of ash surrounded anywhere from 20 to 50 miles surrounding Mount St. Helens, but traces up to a half an inch got all the way to Oklahoma.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Dude, that is so far.
How crazy is that? Holy smokes. Covered Montana, covered the Dakotas, covered part of Wyoming, almost all of Wyoming, covered the northern part of Idaho, and just kept going down into Arizona, New Mexico. Wow. Like it was a big like nationwide deal. This was not just a Washington.
Yeah, it just wasn't like a little local.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I didn't think like a volcano could do that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why they keep saying like Mount St. Helens was like the little one. And I hate when people say that. That means like the next one is going to just kill us.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Like 2 to 5 inches of ash is a shitload of ash.
That's a lot. That's thick.
So 2 to 5 inches is finally a lot. Cool. Sweet.
Yep.
Fuck off.
We made it, boys.
I'm still an inch short.
Ash is packing, bro.
Oh, holy smokes. Girls probably think it's 8 inches out there.
Oh, damn.
All right, Matt, here will fact.
So I don't know if this is true for all cars, but I just noticed it in my car. So on like the windshield wiper, when you flick it on, there's 3 speeds.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like slow,
yeah,
medium, fast. I have like a little dial where I can like change it to where it speeds it up on like the slow setting too a little bit.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I've always just had the little bar in my car, so I think it has like
mine's like a little bar too.
6 to 7. Mine's like a twisty thing. Like I have like 6 to 8 speeds, I think.
So mine is like down.
Oh.
So it's like 1 is like the one's like slow speed, 2 medium, and then 3's high, and then I can go in between with a little dial. I didn't know. I don't know. I just learned that. I've never been. I didn't know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in all cars, but I've seen it in. I think one of my mom's old cars had it, because I remember seeing that, where it had the 3 different speeds on the lever, and you move it, and then you can adjust the speed of wherever you're at.
Yeah, because you know how frustrating it is when it's like raining just hard enough, and like the first one is like just a little too delayed,
dude,
and then the second one is just like, okay, Karen, calm down. My windshield wiper is on crack.
You're like, wait a second.
It wipes away all the rain, and then it gets dry, and it just starts going.
Yeah, and I'm like, good Lord,
dude.
Yeah,
then you shut it off, soaked. You're like, I can't win. This is stupid.
Yeah, when do we get those like automatic windshield wipers that just understand exactly how much they need?
My mom's car
Tesla
had automatic windshield wipers.
And were they good? Were they like the right amount of speed and everything?
Sorry, I just tasted my mic there. Didn't taste very good.
Not great.
No, I shouldn't have sat on it earlier.
Rating out of 10?
6. 0.9. So I guess it wasn't like the speed wasn't, but as soon as rain hit the windshield wipers would turn on.
Ah, that's cool. So
yeah, I don't think it did like automatic speed. I think it was just like, because I remember the first time they went through like a Mr. Car Wash and they recognized it, their windshield wipers started going off when they're getting their car washed because the car detected rain. And so the windshield wipers are just like going wild.
That would freak me out.
Yeah.
That would be a panic moment where I would just get out of the car.
Are you serious?
And then the door just snaps off. Yeah, you just order a Starbucks for everybody.
I would just go to
the middle of a Mr. Car Wash.
Apparently that's what we're doing. Hey, if you panic, just get out of the car. Doesn't matter.
That's why I'd throw it in reverse and then just roll down your window.
Dude, some people just don't think like that. They just like panic in their mind. They're like, I
feel like I'm never going to financially recover from this District of Columbia comment. I just feel like I can't judge anyone ever again because of my District of Columbia lack thereof knowledge.
You're out of powder there.
Yeah.
Just out of bullets.
Yeah.
All right. My last whoa fact here. It is really funny though.
It is so funny.
Okay.
It's just something that I didn't expect from you. I'll be honest. I just expected.
I'm glad the bar was set so high already.
That's right up your alley. So, I don't know what
okay.
I will say it is
use a calendar.
It is pretty well documented that geography may not be your strong suit.
Our strong suit.
What was the last thing that you said? There was one before this that
can't recall.
Yeah,
we'll have to circle back. Hey, what's your fact? What's your fact?
Yeah. There's one like quite recently.
We'll circle back. What's your fact?
Okay. My low fact here. Do you guys know that the Nobel Peace Prize is named after Alfred Nobel? He was the inventor of dynamite.
I feel like
yeah, dude.
I mean, what a cool invention. Yeah, but that's not very peaceful. Like, why is
Nobel
dynamite?
Peace Prize?
That's a very weird. That's kind of a weird thing to.
So he invented it. So did he give himself like an award? Was he like the first ever? Like, congrats, you made dynamite.
To be honest, I don't think he won it for dynamite. He's just the inventor of dynamite, and then the Nobel Peace Prize was named after him. So he was just an inventor that invented a lot of stuff. One of those things and happened to be dynamite.
I feel like dynamite isn't like that complex.
I don't think so either. Like dynamite's pretty
rugged
contraption.
Okay, all right.
Okay, hang on.
Shut up, Taylor. You cannot say that it's.
When was dynamite invented first?
Yeah, probably 1800s.
Dynamite invention, 1860s.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that's still like they had guns back then.
Yeah, but they weren't like we should just take all the powder and just put it in one big thing and blow it up and we'll create roads with it. Like.
Yeah, his big invention was he capped the dynamite. Like they were just throwing like a big ball of, everything that it took and like throwing it and doing stuff like that. And so he capped it and could like contain the dynamite. Kind of like what everybody does with tannerite. Like that's basically what they were doing with dynamite.
That's kind of cool though.
So he was able to like control it and like cap it. So
to control it, don't you just put a cap on it? You just don't light it
and wrap it. Like you have to wrap it and cap it, and then that's basically it.
And then slap it.
And then you have your string, and then you have your
fuse. It's a fuse.
Yeah.
It's a fuse.
Fuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuse. Das Fuse.
I have to like dig myself out of this grave and sound hella smart for the next like 6 episodes.
Matt, do you want to say one more fact just to give it to us? It's funny that dynamite was used so often in mines, and I guess it's still used in mines. Like that was what they thought they needed. They're like, let's just blow it up.
Well, how else are you gonna get the rock?
No, I agree.
I guess now we have hydraulic drills and stuff that do that. But like back in the day, you got to think about it. They're like, all right, we got to build a railroad through this mountain. How are we gonna get the rock? Like, no one's gonna take pickaxes to this thing.
Shit'll buff out.
Yeah, they're like, let's just blow it up.
I'll be honest. The road system that we have in the United States, it often blows my mind, especially in rural areas where it's like paved road. I'm like, how did this even get here? Like when I was going to the Schweiger's compound near Pullman, I was like, how? Like, why? And it's so desolate, but like it's super windy and these hills come down and it's like rolling wheat fields and there's still paved road all the way through there. I'm like, these guys worked their ass off to make this road for 4 people.
Dude, this is pretty crazy. The computer used to guide the Apollo 11 moon mission was less powerful than a modern calculator.
That's because the moon landing was fake.
Did you close out of Zoom?
The shadows, bro. It's the shadows. You cannot tell me we don't live on a flat Earth.
Okay, there's also this other one.
It's a simulation.
There's this other one that I don't necessarily understand it. But it says the oldest person in the world was born with a completely different set of humans.
I'm sorry. What
set meaning?
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand. Like what does it mean by set? Like can you elaborate?
It's almost obvious. It's like a different set of humans. Like of course they were.
Like century.
Like
is that what they mean? Like
nobody alive now was alive back then. So yeah, of course, different set of humans.
Oh.
Could you imagine being like the firstborn of like a generation? That'd be fucking wild.
Can you imagine if the world just like wasn't populated like it is? Like there's only say like there was 2,500 people on the planet.
Bro, dude, there'd be forest everywhere. Yeah. I can tell you that. There would literally be so much forest, and we'd probably be overrun by animals at that point. 2,500 people in the entire world.
Yeah, even think of like 1 million people across all of the countries that we have. But the cool thing is, could you imagine being like one of those 1 million people, but it's as developed as it is now? That'd be kind of fun. Maybe not as many buildings because there wouldn't be as many businesses, but like it is as developed. Like roads are good. Dude, power is fine.
That'd be so wild though, because there would only be like a certain number of businesses too. Like everybody would almost work at the same place. You know, or they would have set jobs.
It'd be like one restaurant in the city.
Man,
because 1 million people, 1 million people spread across the entire world. Like in your city, the most populated city would probably have like, I don't know, 10,000 people tops.
Dude, that would be weird.
Right?
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like everybody would be related at that point.
I was kind of thinking that like the 2,500, I had to up it because I was like, oh, that's just like incest. Like that's bad.
That's just a county in Alabama. Oh.
That's an everyday. Roll Tide.
That's Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Go Tigers.
Go Cajuns.
Go Tigers.
All right. Did we miss anything? Anything come up in your guys' week that you want to talk about?
Matt did a coffee review over the weekend.
I think I'm gonna start doing those
coffee reviews. I love it.
Honestly, it was probably the funniest video I've ever seen in my entire life. But
I saw it.
What?
Was it on Snapchat?
Yeah, it was on his story.
I don't think I saw it. For some, I don't really look at Snapchat stories. I'll have to look now.
Now
I'm interested.
Gone. It's gone.
I know exactly. Now I have to look.
Now you'll never know.
You gotta give me a little heads up. I gotta update the notifications on Matt's stories.
Sorry, Matt's gonna do another one.
I'll do. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Like I'm gonna start doing on the way out here TikToks, start doing those. Finding like drinks that people recommend.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna need a fund for this though because it was $6.30.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna need a company way out here credit card or something.
Venti Fridays is getting a little spendy, I'll be honest.
Dude, mine was a grande.
Yeah. The bad thing about Starbucks too is it's so easy to buy Starbucks now. Oh, especially with the app.
Oh, dude.
Because you can preload money on there, order on the app, and just go pick it up. That's disgustingly easy.
If you don't use the Starbucks app, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's
going to the coffee stand.
Yeah, probably going
whipping up a batch of Folgers.
Dude, I mean, I still drink my Keurig.
Yeah, I love coffee maker.
I do that still, but when I go to Starbucks, dude, I get the amount of free drinks I get from Starbucks is actually mind blowing.
Loyal.
You guys have to get we have to give you some of Fitz's company's coffee, Delano's. They supply all of the wake up calls in Spokane, but she works for
nice.
She's an HR manager for Delano's, and it's a coffee distributor. And so she gets like they have a warehouse of coffee that they distribute. So she just comes home with like pounds and pounds and pounds of coffee. And so she sent us like a box of literally like 8 pounds of coffee grounds and stuff like that last time. And she's like, anybody who wants it, just let me know. Like, I have way too much coffee at home. And their coffee is hella good too. I love Wake Up Call.
Yeah, Wake Up Call is awesome.
Yeah. So they use Delano's coffee. Right. Pretty. Do you know this might be insider information. I'm going to tell on the pod. The pod deserves this, but Wake Up Call is expecting to have anywhere between like 5 to 10 more stands in the next like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Where?
Like
they're everywhere.
Liberty Lake, Coeur d'Alene, like they're expanding. Like Lake. Yeah, they're going to be like Starbucks of Spokane. Like every other corner is like
that Wake Up Call in Liberty Lake is bougie.
It's sweet, dude.
It's literally just like a Starbucks place.
Gotta match the clientele.
Crazy. Yeah. They're doing well.
A lot of hot moms in Liberty Lake.
I'll spend all my money at Wake Up Call and zero at Dutch.
Dude, Dutch Bros can eat my ass, bro. I hate. Welcome to Dutch Bros. What can I get for you today?
Yeah, bro. It literally sounds like you're pulling up to a high school party every time.
Jesus, Steven, it's 6:45 in the morning. Yeah. I woke up 5 minutes ago.
Also, get out of my car.
Like, yeah.
Why is half your body in my car?
I have COVID.
Yeah, they have like people inside like pulling their feet, like trying to get them.
Yeah,
back
they're like they're holding them so they don't fall out of the window.
They're crazy, dude. Dutch is a different type of energy.
Yeah, even though their specialty drinks are pretty good, but dude, the customer service, like it's a customer service for me.
Dude, it's hard to be a barista at Dutch Bros too. Like their training program is like hard. Apparently, one of the people that I work with at my current job, they came from Dutch Bros, and they were like, yeah, we had to go through. They're like tests to be a barista. You have to memorize.
Makes sense. I feel like that makes sense.
All of the drink, but like to even get the job, this is not like on the job training. Like,
oh wow,
this is like to get the job. You have to memorize all of their drinks. They put you in the coffee stand and they'll throw like 7 drinks at you, specialty drinks that you have to know how to make and like do it perfectly.
That's called hazing. If they're throwing drinks,
they just stand on the wall. It's just wall ball style at fucking Dutch Bros. They're like, if you
take this rebel to the face,
this is a hot one. Like,
you messed up. Hands on the wall. Don't you move.
Turn around.
Don't you move.
To all little big straws on this.
It's gonna hurt if you move, man.
Catch it next time. Like, no, but they have to memorize like 7 to 8 drinks on the spot. So they have to memorize their whole menu, and then they're like,
I feel like that's a little bit more respectable. I still won't go there, but
yeah, for sure. No,
respect Dutch Bros a little bit more.
Sounds insanely hard. Also, to franchise I don't know why I know so much about Dutch Bros. To franchise the Dutch Bros, you have to have been working at Dutch Bros for at least 5 years.
It's kind of cool.
Is that cool? Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
it's good for the business, but that's pretty crazy.
It makes sense, but it's also it's a little outlandish. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah. Also, the people with like a bunch of money are probably not the people that are working at your stand. I'm guessing. Like, it's not like, hey, dude, I racked up,
Unless they pay pretty
$500,000 to like franchise the thing out. It's like, dude, you've been making, $15 an hour for the past 5 years. How did you do that? That doesn't make sense. Tips.
Crypto, Dogecoin.
Yeah, Doge,
To the moon.
Shiba, Safe Moon. We're gonna pump all these coins and then, yeah. All right. I don't have anything else. You guys got anything else for the pod?
No,
man.
No,
Weekly pods are hard because I feel like we talk once a week on here and we just go for it.
We do. There's nothing wrong with that.
Kind of miss you guys on Tuesdays. So.
I don't.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you guys.
We'll do a little special.
Did we golfed a bunch this last weekend?
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I'm not saying I don't see you guys because I see you guys like at least 2-3 times a week. So.
we've been golfing it up last month.
Dude, we golf Friday night, golf Saturday with Taylor. Dude, my back is still sore from this weekend, dude.
You guys only do 9?
I'm like, yeah,
we only did 9 that Saturday, but it was also like 80 degrees out.
Oh, it was so hot, dude.
It was hot.
And it was slow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, that's the problem with Trailhead right now. Like Trailhead's getting in their like meat season where they're like it's slow out there. That's why you almost have to golf with at least like 4 people because or else you're gonna cruise through the course.
Which is fine.
You can grab 10 people if you want.
Yeah,
fucking
done it. Yep, we have done it.
Been there.
I'll tell you what, man, you can line up 6 golf carts and have 10 people hit off the tee. And if you guys are playing best ball, it goes pretty quick. So it's not that bad.
It's honestly true.
Yeah.
It's just so funny to me watching 10 people step up to the ball and hit and tee off. Like that's
I should have videotaped it more because it was a literal circus every time. It looked like a barrage of carts just driving down the road.
Dude,
everybody's just hanging out.
Speaking of that, that's why like in a few years we need to like become like members or something at a golf course because they do these things called member guest tournaments and it's like 1 weekend a year and it's like 3 days of golf all weekend and it's like and then you can bring a guest and you play. There's all these little games inside of games and you just win money and just have fun and get drunk with all the other members and stuff like that. And a lot of it like it's like that, dude. Like
my language.
Like so the course is pretty much shut down to the public because it's the member guest. So every single member plays in the member guest pretty much as long as they can make it. And so the morning of, dude, it's like 20-40 carts just all ready to go, just like waiting to tee off.
Damn, that's so cool.
That sounds like a time. And
also,
a half,
that's the next way out here purchase. Golf cart.
Facts.
Yeah.
Personal golf carts out on the course are money.
We
need that Range Rover golf cart.
Yep. Get some spinners on it.
Stop.
Sub in the back.
Little underglow.
Oh, can we get one with like the airbag so it just like tilts? We get to the tee and you just drop it down. grab the club.
It'd be just like your tee shots. It wouldn't be able to get off the tee.
Yeah. Facts. Shank it straight to the right, hit somebody's house.
Just start dragging. Yep, exactly.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Way Out Here. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram at Way Out Here Pod. Also, the link in the description. You can watch us full episodes on YouTube as well. So we'll see you guys next Thursday.